Dominic Moore. I'm a senior at Lawrence High School, and this is my life on stage. Let's see. Oh, this is from forever ago. This is right after John Proctor is the villain, and you can't. Oh, there I am. I lost myself for a second. Um, yeah, I think that was my first time stage managing for a show, and that was a lot of fun. You see Mama J there. RIP to a real one. Love Mama J. Um, but yeah, that cast, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of good, just good people in general that I unfortunately didn't really get the chance to hang out with more, get to know better because of COVID hitting very, very shortly after this photo was taken. But um, I remember I had a really great time at the cast party. It was like the first time I really felt included in theater, and yeah, I think that really opened the doors for me to kind of be more confident and outgoing. Okay, this first one. Oh gosh. Oh, this is. I want to say. Yeah, this is Circle Mirror because we're all in the black box and we have like the ugly little clear visor face mask things with the annoying foam bits. Um, that show was really it was really interesting for me because I was stage managing, but we had two casts for that show, so I got to see like two completely different shows each time, which is something you don't necessarily see a lot. I mean, especially not at least in the history of LHS theater. I've kind of like if I stage managed, it's one show constantly, or if I'm performing, it's typically just one show. But and then this picture right here, this is from Puffs, and that was like my first. Yeah, that was my first on stage role I had with LHS. I was super nervous the first night. The first night I think went the smoothest technically of all the nights. The second night I jumped my first line and started like two scenes down with my first line, but I don't think anybody really paid attention to it. And then the third night I nearly destroyed our set with a book, so that was fun. But yeah, we still had to wear masks and everything, but it was a really fun show. I really enjoyed that show, even though we were supposed to do it my freshman year. Oh gosh, the Doc Ock photo. um, yeah, I don't. I think this is when we were in like the posse line for Mamma Mia doing the dance um, for "Lay All Your Love on Me." I don't remember where in the dance this was. If this was like one of the still moments, and I just happened to be looking real dissatisfied for some reason. But yeah, that photo was my profile pic on Instagram for like maybe 2 months. And then this photo, this is I believe from Lysistrata this year. Yeah, and I was the understudy for Ashton Rapp. Also, rest in peace, Ashton. Love you. So I got to really learn a lot from watching him perform, and I think being able to start the year with the show, which is something we had never done before, was really exciting because it's like, oh, I'm not having to wait forever for like fall auditions. I can jump right into theater with a role that I know well and that I like. And then obviously these two besties, Ayla, Katie, love you guys if you're eventually seeing this. And then you got Federley checking out his watch with his untied shoes on. Um, yeah, I think this is when like the students first start filing in for the show, and he's kind of just. This is like right as the show starts, and funny enough, I wasn't really all that nervous for this show. I think maybe watching it and like having honestly like all summer to kind of rehearse and run it and be able to make those choices early on, even whenever I had to fill in during the last spring when Ashton wasn't there. I feel like all of my character choices were kind of set in stone, so it made it a lot easier for me. And then, probably unpopular opinion, my favorite show, and definitely my favorite role that I've ever played. This is from The Visit, and it's one of the, I think it's the last scene actually, where I'm talking with T. Bleddy, who is the pastor, and he was telling me, oh, you've repented and you're saving us all. And I'm like, haha, this town sucks. I feel like I really got to let loose with that role, and honestly, probably my favorite part of that show was getting to scream "My God" at the top of my lungs. That is therapy on another level. And then we got two more from The Visit. This one, I'm talking with Addie Welch, future thespian president and girl boss. I felt a little nervous for the beginning of the show because I have a monologue, like maybe 5-7 minutes into the show, and I was iffy on it all the way up until opening night, honestly, and I was running it backstage even, but it worked. It came out. It was good. And then this is a pre-show photo for The Visit, and I got Jordan, Kean, Tony. I haven't seen Tony in a long time. I love Tony. Cooper Grant and Aaron. That's a great photo. It's you know, we all got the glasses on. That's a stylish photo. 10 out of 10. And then this was my wallpaper on my phone for a hot minute. I just love this shot. Like, I can't even say much about what I did. This is purely like theatrical set design masterclass. This next photo, I look kind of goofy because I thought more people were gonna buy into like the whole, you know, like biting your metal bit, but we had just found out like 5 minutes earlier that we'd gotten superior ratings at Thespian Festival and were qualified to nationals. So I was really excited. Me and Aaron, we did a Assassins duo, which amazing, beautiful. Couldn't have asked for a better partner. It was a great time. This one is from Little Shop, and surprisingly, I don't really have too many photos of me from Little Shop, but this is kind of the floral shop customer gang, if you will. You got all our nice suits on, you know, Keegan, iconic as always with the top hat. Just beautiful work. And this one's from R&J. This one is taken recently. There's a point in the show when we first enter like the attic or the bedroom or wherever the book is actually located, where Harry Reid and I go up to the audience and like point and laugh at them, and it feels good to laugh at the audience, you know, because I mean, then they start laughing, and then you feed off that energy, and in a way, it was kind of a tone setter because like we could kind of gauge how our audience was going to react and how much fun they were going to have with it, with that, which sounds silly, but it's the little things. Oh, and then this photo right here. It looks like Jordan Rundle is stalking me in this photo. But, yeah, this is the balcony scene in R&J, and if I remember correctly, I don't know that Jordan is behind me yet in this photo. Juliet is still very unaware of everything, which is really, really funny to see it on stage, because Romeo's just kind of creeping around, trying to like tap Juliet's shoulder, get her attention, and it's pretty funny. I had a lot of fun with this show. Jordan absolutely killed it as Romeo. Yeah, it was a great show. I think kind of to get out of my shell, and honestly, that didn't really happen when I started performing. I think that happened watching others perform. Like those first 2 years, like I look back at them and I'm like, damn, I really wish I would have acted more or done more on stage. But at the same time, I'm very appreciative and honored to have been able to watch a lot of the people who have crossed that stage and be able to kind of learn and pick up more subtle things from them and be able to see the connections that everyone else has made. So I think really the biggest thing theater has taught me is just to be confident in yourself and be able to not only like observe what other people are doing and be able to learn from what they do, but also like apply that to what you're doing. I think my biggest piece of advice is just never fake anything, be 100% real and have fun with it. I mean, there's some amazing people in theater. I've gotten to know some amazing people. Your director is going to be amazing. So just have fun with it, and it goes by way, way, way too fast. So take your time. Just promise me, you're gonna have fun. All right, my name is Dominic Moore, and this is my life on stage so far.